This is the third NSpine conference. How has it changed since the first one?
We've grown, so we outgrew Nottingham, and having come to London, it's enabled us to attract international delegates. So we literally have delegates from Mexico through to New Zealand. We have delegates from Thailand, South Africa, and we've been very pleased with the international engagement. So this has made a big difference. Being in London has also enabled us to attract industry speakers. So a lot of the key engineers who lead the developments, who would otherwise perhaps not want to come to Nottingham because of the travel time. And this has really enabled us to engage them as speakers and generate this cross-fertilization between industry and clinicians.
Product innovation is a big part of the NSpine conference.
It is.
What are the technologies you're most excited about?
So this year the two key aspects really are additive manufacturing. There are so many developments over the last 1 or 2 years with regard to the 3D printed cages and the additive manufacturing techniques that we tried to get the key developers, and succeeded in this, present back to back so that we could generate an overview of these different technologies and how they apply to spinal surgery. So this was a real aspect, and the other aspect is robotics. We've got some of the key speakers to look at developing active robotics. So how we can go from the passive systems to the systems that actually enable the robots to take surgical steps, which is way into the future, but we're trying to generate those discussions.
NSpine has grown considerably since the first Congress. I wondered, what do you think next NSpine will be like?
Our goal would be to grow to about 500 participants, to still keep a certain intimate feeling and to have that engagement by clinicians with different backgrounds. So we're going to keep the format of having allied healthcare professionals, neurosurgeons, orthopedic surgeons, pediatric surgeons, to have these joint sessions where we can discuss things. We will keep the format of running 8 to 10 parallel rooms, and perhaps expand to a free lecture room where people can submit abstracts for technical improvements. So specific complex surgical aspects, not scientific outcome, but more the to-do complex case-solving aspects.
Finally, one of the key aspects of NSpine this year is its multidisciplinary nature. Why did you decide to make NSpine such a comprehensive course?
The problem that we often face is we have in spinal surgery is that spine is not related to any single one aspect, simply because of its position in the body and the various specialities that deal with it. So many aspects are dealt with by very subspecialized groups in certain specialities. For example, pediatric neurosurgeons who deal with early spinal tumors in early childhood or dysraphic conditions, and they tend to have their own meetings and very much keep to themselves. And the attempt is to bring these very niche and specialist experts together in one group and in one session, so that we can ask questions of each other and we can learn from each other. And by having many of these small groups together, it enables us to really share ideas and share expertise.